These verses of the Holy Koran explain the phases of humans' creation in a very precise order. Most of us know this, but have you ever seen the accuracy of this Quranic words compared with what has been discovered in modern science? Let us go together to know the most difficult journey for you in your life. Yes, your trip. This trip starts when sperms outflow from a man, as described by the Holy Koran, very quickly inside the woman. A sperm swims in the race of life with several other millions of sperms. But only a few hundred reach the egg cell. Then, only just one sperm penetrates the egg cell, and the others are prevented to log in. This is clear in a verse from the Koran. Indeed, we created man from a sperm-drop mixture. It means the mixture of gametes that combined from man and woman. This mixture creates the fertilized egg, the zygote. This zygote starts to divide into 2 cells, then 4, then 8, and so on, without increasing in the size of all these cells over the size of zygote shell. This division process happens during the way of the embryo to the womb. While it is moving in a liquid for a period of 6 days, then it adheres to the womb wall. Cells multiply and divide, and they become a clot, which looks like as a leech worm, that lives in ponds and adheres on something. On the 4th week, the embryo consists of several segments, making the embryo looks like a chewed thing, as the Holy Koran called it, lump. The embryo gains weight, and this phase ends in the 6th week. In the 7th week, the embryo begins to take the image of human, because the skeleton starts to form, and the embryo begins to move from the phase of the lump to the phase of creating the bones. After that, the muscles begin to form around bones, and the embryo begins to change his image. Then the flesh covers the bones. This phase ends by the 8th week. Important changes happen in the 9th week, because the embryo begins to grow rapidly comparing to the last weeks. The head, the body and the other members begin growing up. The hair shows up, and organs become ready to carry out their functions. At this phase, the spirit is insufflated into the body. The embryo continues growing up to the 26th week, then, he can live outside the womb. When his respiratory system and nervous system are complete. The Koran counted the pregnancy and the weaning period as 30 months. Allah says in the Holy Koran, and his gestation and weaning period is 30 months. This means 2 years and a half. However, the weaning period alone is 2 years. Allah says, and his weaning is in 2 years. Thus, we make sure that the embryo who completes 6 months can live outside the womb. Therefore, after the 6th month, there are no organs or members will be established, but all are present and became eligible to work. But until the 9th month, they will just receive food from the mother until the baby completely grows up, and increases its weight and becomes ready to get out of its mother's womb.